Hello comrades, this is Shetty here, and as you guys can tell by the title, inside today's video, I'm going to be talking about my thoughts on Venom after second viewing. Now, over the weekend, I got a chance to see Venom again. If you guys haven't watched my review of that, you guys can go watch that now, link in the description. But I recently just saw it again, and I thought I'd talk about my thoughts on it after seeing it a second time, because some stuff has changed about my thoughts, so let's get right into it. So first off, inside my review, I said I didn't think the villain was as bad as people are making him out to be. But after the second viewing, I feel like the villain didn't really work too well in the film. He was just really not intimidating whenever they were trying to make him be like an intimidating villain. And he was just your average, generic, rich villain. Really nothing too special about him. I also feel like the end of the film felt very rushed. Like, whenever they're like... Well, first off, we didn't know throughout the whole movie that all these symbiotes were going to come down and destroy Earth. And they just introduced that at like the last 20 minutes of the film. So I do feel like that's very rushed. I feel like they should have had that like an ongoing storyline throughout the whole movie or something, or like halfway through the movie. But it literally gets introduced right before the final fight happens. I do honestly like the Eddie and Venom dynamic, like how Venom is talking to him a lot better this time. Whenever I first saw the film, I wasn't a huge fan of it. I thought it was kind of weird. I did enjoy the dynamic between Eddie and Venom a lot better the second time that I watched it. Whenever I first watched the film, I wasn't a huge fan of it. I thought it was kind of weird, and I didn't really like it too much, but I did like it a lot better on the second viewing. The reason why I didn't like it, I'm not really sure why. But I do like it a lot better now, and I'm excited to see what they do inside future films. I do feel like the motorcycle chase scene inside the film did drag on for a little bit too long. And to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of these car chase scenes, because they used to be kind of cool, because you would rarely see them inside like movies and stuff. But now they're literally inside every single action movie, so it just kind of gets old. And I feel like it did drag on for a little bit too long, and I much rather would have seen like action scenes with Venom like fighting the guys instead of like him driving on a motorcycle. There's also some mistakes in the film. Like, one example of this is at the end, whenever he goes into the convenience store and like bites off that guy's head, which is inside the trailers, which happens at like the very ending of the film. Whenever he goes into the convenience store, it's like daytime outside. Whenever he comes out, it's nighttime. So little mistakes like that. There's a lot of those throughout the film. Even stuff like characters were standing in one spot and then they're in another spot. Just stuff like that, which I feel like is kind of weird considering a big company like Sony made this. I also feel like the film doesn't flow very well, because it changes drastically in tone. Like, it doesn't really flow very well inside like some scenes in the movie. And also, I watched the post-credit scene this time. I didn't watch it last time because I was going out to eat afterwards. But I watched the post-credit scene, and it was honestly kind of stupid. I thought Woody Harrelson, I bet you he's going to be good as this role, but the afro that he's wearing just looks terrible. And I don't know what to think about it. I'll make a video in the future talking about my thoughts on the post-credit scene. I'll get into that later in another video. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and turn on post notifications. Go check out my video from yesterday, the Fortnite video. Sorry I didn't upload a movie review yesterday. I was just kind of busy, like all day pretty much, with schoolwork and the Steelers game on. But yeah, I'll be back again tomorrow with another video, so stay tuned for that. This is Shetty signing off. Peace out.